Well, folks, I apologize for my absence. I have those of you who follow me, I think there's 3 of you. Actually, I know I've got like 3,400 subs, but I know a few of you guys are pretty regular on, following my videos, commenting on them, things like that. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate every one of my subs. But yeah, those who noticed, I have been out of the picture for a little bit. This is my first video in a few months. I think life gets busy sometimes. And I always said with this YouTube thing that if it began to feel like work, then, yeah, it kind of takes away the joy. You know, we don't make much money doing this. You know, a little bit of pocket change here and there, but, it's just something that just I enjoy to do. I like guns, mostly knives, camping stuff, things like that. But I'm trying to pick it up again coming into the summer this year. This is April the 2nd of 2023 when I'm taping this video. And, I'd like to go ahead and start rolling some out again here once in a while. I'm not making any promises, but I'm going to try. But today, we have one that has been on my radar for a long time, and I finally was able to pick one up recently. This is the Taurus Model 94 Ultralight 9. Now, those who don't know, a little bit of history about the Taurus 94. They started making these things, and let me try to zoom in a little bit, get you a little bit better picture. I think they started making the Taurus 94s in the 70s, 73 or 74 or something along those lines. And the 94 model is traditionally a 22, I think maybe a 22 mag revolver. And by Ultralight 9, we're going to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Folks, this is empty. And the 9 means that it is a 9-round revolver. So you got 9 shots of 22 goodness. And I haven't cleaned this yet since I got it, so you might see some dirt and buildup and whatnot on there, things like that. So, but, for a long time, I have rambled on and on in some of my videos, especially my LCR videos, if you guys watch those, and some of the Smith & Wesson videos, how, in my opinion, this format of revolver, which is a 2-inch or thereabouts, 2-inch barrel length revolver, that has high capacity 22 long rifle and an exposed hammer, would be ideal for what I would call a kit gun, or a hiking gun, a camping gun, a get-home gun, something like that. Most people know that I've always, well, if you've watched my videos before, I've advocated for the 22 as an ideal bag gun, get-home bag, or something like that, mainly because in a stuff-hit-the-fan situation, 22 long rifle ammunition, first off, it's much, much lighter than any other ammo out there. Second off, readily available, especially if you're in rural areas. What type of rural household or person doesn't have a 22 around? And it's easy to stockpile, easy to build up that ammo. Now, of course, the biggest drawback is reliability in semi-automatic firearms and just the stopping power of it. If you're using it for self-defense purposes, which, could very well be called in if you have it in a get-home bag, yeah, you're going to wish you had something bigger. But with that said, 22 is usually my go-to. And we're just doing some slow pans of this and taking a look at this. Now, this is actually the model that I wanted, and it just so happened that my son found it at a local gun shop and gave me a call, and before I knew it, we were able to pick it up. And yeah, I don't think they actually make this model anymore. I think it's being replaced, or it has been replaced, with the 942, which is an 8-shot 22 long rifle. The 942, they make it in an all-steel frame, which if you haven't seen my video, I do have a review of the 22 Magnum 942 all-steel. I'll drop a link in up here if I can find it or figure out how to do it. And they also have that in 22 long rifle. Now, and they do make it in an ultralight frame. Now, I don't know what the weights are on those, but we're going to take a look at the weight on this one and see how ultralight it is compared to one of its most common competitors, which would be an LCR. So, unloaded, 18.4 ounces. Y'all, I don't really consider that ultralight by any means. To me, that's a pretty hefty little revolver, but it's definitely lighter than the all-steel version. Now here we had the Ruger LCR and 22 long rifle. Now again, this one does not have the exposed hammer, 14.5 ounces. So we got what, a 4-ounce difference? What was that again? Almost a 4-ounce difference between the LCR and this one. So to me, that kind of limits this one a little bit as far as the carryability of it. Is that a word? How easy you can carry this thing day to day. I would not recommend this for an everyday carry or anything like that. Well, it has an exposed hammer. That's always a little bit tricky. It does have adjustable sights, but to me, this does make it a nice camping kit gun, possibly a truck gun, something like that, because once you find an ammo you like, the nice thing about adjustable sights is you can usually typically get your nice little revolver sighted in for you. So again, I just wanted to take a quick look at this today. Now, I will go over a couple of things on it. There is no lock in it. Well, there is a lock on it right here. I apologize. Yeah, Taurus does put a lock on the back of theirs. The single action trigger pull on this, I don't have a gauge, and I need to do that. I need to get a nice trigger gauge, but it's very nice single action trigger. I mean, no take up at all or anything like that. Just a nice, crisp little break. But you know what? I wonder if I should put snap caps in there. I'm not going to dry fire it, y'all, because normally I put some of the snap caps in here. But you know what? Let me run and grab some. Hang on. Now, just in case you guys don't know, it's been all over the internet. These Hillman No. 2 plastic anchors, and this is the specs on them right here, the part number and all that good stuff. These make pretty decent 22 snap caps. Let's demonstrate that. And all the YouTube people, please note, this is not live ammo. This is a plastic snap cap. Let's put a couple of them, 2 or 3 of them in there. Did y'all know this about the snap caps, about these anchors being able to be used for snap caps? If you didn't, well, heck, maybe I taught you guys something today. But yeah, okay, let's try that single action again. Did I get one in there? Yeah, I got one under there. I would say, again, I don't have a trigger gauge, but I would say that that single action is probably breaking around 5 pounds or so. Maybe 4, maybe 4.5 to 5 or something. But let me tell y'all, the double action pull in this thing, like a lot of 22 firearms, except for the LCR, you know, is atrocious. Oh my gosh. Let me show you. I would guess, this is my last snap cap fire here. I would guess probably about 14-ish pounds maybe for that. And let's see, take a look at those snap caps and we can show you guys where, see that? Where it hit on the top edge. Now, if you look at this one, you can see a few marks here and there where someone has dry fired this a few times before without them. And by the fact that you can see a mark, I think that's what that one might be right there. That tells me that that's not something you want to do very often. So save your empties, use an empty, rotate it around, or get you some of these little Hillman gizmos, guys. And it looks like that's maybe the only cylinder that has a mark, maybe one right there and right there, what we don't see covered up. But it's the trigger pull on this is nothing. It's like I said, the double action. I mean, it's a pretty smooth trigger, but man, it's heavy. That's one thing where the LCRs, and again we're empty here, has a definite advantage. The 22 ones, they do have a heavy trigger pull, but man, it is not bad. Nice smooth rolling trigger. But yeah, again, I just wanted to take a quick look and show this to you guys. This is going to be a keeper for me, mainly because my son and my wife were in cahoots to get it for me. Once I saw it there, I was trying to figure out how to come up with the money for it. And before I knew it, they said, hey, don't worry about it. We got it for you. Nice case hardening, or simulated case hardening probably, on the hammer and the trigger. It's a nice looking gun. Now, this part of the frame is aluminum, being an ultralight. The crane, of course, and the barrel right here is steel. It does not use a shrouded barrel, unlike its brethren. Well, the LCR uses an aluminum, and then, of course, you have the steel barrel insert. but it is a one-piece barrel. I didn't know that. It has a pretty nice crown on it. I tell you guys, it took me a long time to find this one. I just looked on Gunbroker. I didn't see any Gunbroker. I looked on the closed auctions on Gunbroker, and I could not find any of these on the closed auctions. So what's it worth? Well, I mean, I wouldn't sell this one. As I said, it was a gift. But honestly, if I had this and I was trying to sell it, with the availability being so limited, especially in the ultralight and the condition that this one is in, I would probably put this around a $700 revolver. I know that's crazy because you can get into the Smith & Wesson, what is it, the 43C, for about that same price range. But yeah, that's what it would take for me to let this go. This is a nice little revolver from Taurus. You guys, thanks for watching. I appreciate every one of you that come through here and watch my videos. If you have any questions, drop them down in the comments. Don't forget to click that like button. It helps a lot. You guys stay safe out there. Talk to you soon.